here. Plugs. Let's see if I can do a. Hey everybody coming on in. Happy Therapy Thursday. What's up? What's up? What's up? Um, how is everybody doing? You are tuned in to the Labor and Love Mission YouTube channel, and I am Coach Karen Oliver. You are tuned in to my second YouTube channel. Most of you all follow me and know me from Coach Karen Oliver on my YouTube channel. And we have grew tremendously there, and we are growing here on the Labor and Love Mission. And I'm coming to check in with you and give you the Therapy Thursday word for today, and making sure and checking in to see how you guys therapy is going, seeing how your mind is going, your soul is going. Are you having a great day? Have you had a great week? Because we're already past the midweek, so checking in with you on this Therapy Thursday. And just want to encourage you on this evening. It is after 5 o'clock on the East Coast time, so I know you all are on different time zones, but I want to check in with you and make sure that you are doing okay. Make sure that you are doing well, and if not, how can we change that? Let's get some encouragement. Let's get some inspiration going. Let's get our blood pumping with joy so we can feel better. We know that every day is not going to always be a 100% perfect day. There's no perfect day. That's just like there's no perfect us. But we can make it better. We can stay full of joy. We can still show kindness. Whatever day that we may be having, we know how to take a step back. We know how to woosah, take a moment to ourselves, do your daily devotion, do your daily journal, read your word, however you do to inspire yourself so you can inspire others, because we don't want to be going to each other with a negative attitude because we're having a bad day. And I know, because we all have those days, and I've been there. And so we want to make sure that we take time for ourselves. So on this Therapy Thursday, I just want to share with you all, I actually just posted some content on my business pages, and I was just sharing how I was sharing my story, and how a lot of times I didn't know what direction I was going in. But it's not that I didn't know what direction I was going in. I just was running away from it. I knew what type of character I had. I knew what type of compassion I had. And then I still, too, had some underlying issues and things that I needed to control within. And we have to hold ourselves accountable of controlling those emotions and controlling those things that we don't want to be a hindrance to our family or nobody else in the world. We all have some type of flaws, believe it or not, but we have to make sure that we are held accountable to be able to control them. You guys, I want to make sure you guys are able to get into the chat. Thank you guys for coming in. I see somebody on. How you doing? If this is your first time, let me know where you're tuning in from. And I'm just giving the Therapy Thursday word. If this is your first time, make sure that you watch, tune in, and hit that subscribe button. But I was just sharing the Therapy Thursday word for the day, and I was sharing about the content that I just posted. I was just sharing about how we have to make our day better for us. We have to make our day better, so we can know how to be better to someone else. But first, we got to make ourselves better. And first, we got to realize, I said that I'm going to be in this thing for the long haul, and I want to make sure that I am trusting myself with my purpose. I'm trusting myself with the identity. I'm trusting myself with the character and the person that I know that I am. And so we don't want to come off of showing someone a different character than ourselves because we're going through or we're going through emotions or anything like that. And sometimes it happens. We go through emotions, we go through our attitudes and stuff like that. And like I said, you just have to step back and get it together. You just got to step back and get it together. And that's easier said than done, but we have to do that. Sometimes we're not talking. Sometimes we isolate ourselves. Sometimes we are getting sly attitudes. And when I say sly attitudes, that means you can say something under your breath, or you can, your face expression can show it all too as well. Like, you better not say nothing to me. You know, we didn't already been there, but we got to make sure that we're getting us together. And what I'm saying is that um, meditate and spend time with yourself. Not only that, don't isolate yourself from the people who really cares and the people who you know that is going to pour into you, the people that you know is going to cover you, the people that you know is going to pray for you. Don't underestimate that. Don't underestimate who's in your corner, but you do have to pay attention to who's not in your corner. You do have to pay attention to that. And sometimes we don't. And sometimes we can yabber too much and tell people too much, and that person is really not in our corner like we think that they are. So what I'm saying is that we got to have the spirit of discernment. But what I wanted to say is that, as I was sharing too, um, on my business page, and I put some content on my LinkedIn and my Instagram page, is that you know where you are. You know where you are, and you know where you're at, and you know that you need that identity check. You need that accountability. You need that. You need that push. And then you know that it's time for you to say, hey, I need to find somebody that I can confide in and talk to. I need somebody, I need an accountability coach. I need a life coach. Um, I need a health coach. And when we say health coach, people always think about weight loss. But health coach goes so far above and beyond that. And so if you know that you need the help, get the help. If you know you need the help, get the help. Because, like I said, we're all flawed. But that's all I wanted to really, really share with you guys, and wanted to just come in and check in. I know some of you all may be still at work, or may be busy, or just getting off work, or working on your business plan. I hope you are, or working in your business, and I hope you are. And again, like I said, if there's anything that you know you need to get help with professionally or personally, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Get that help that you need. Get that accountability you need. If you know that you're struggling, and it gets difficult at times, because it's difficult to try to balance it all. I was talking about that today, even with my mother, and she was like, "That's just life." And she was like, "We gotta know how to handle it. We gotta know how to balance things. We gotta know how to cut corners and things." And when she say cut corners, you gotta know how to cut some things back that's hindering your purpose or hindering your walk to grow better or to do better. If you know you need to save, and you may not can't save a lot like everybody else, because you may be trying to catch up on some things of bills, but you can put $3, $5 back every week. That's a discipline. So it's like we all have to be disciplined at some point, and then you can only do with what you have. You can only uh, 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 um, make things better with what you have in your hand. Nobody's asking you to do more outside of what you don't have, because we got to trust that God will make up for the lag. And if you working part-time, or if you just working PRN, and you know your hours may have been cut from a job or a promotion or a project or whatever, you got to trust God and just make do with what you have, because God knows what you have. And so, you guys, I hope this helps. It definitely has really, really helped me today. And feel free when you come on, if you catch the replay, let me know where you tuning in from. But please share it with others, because we never know what others are going through. We never know what others are dealing with, because we're all dealing with something. And there's so many things. So I I just want to say, you all just be encouraged. Be encouraged. And if there's any questions or any private questions that you have for me, you can get in touch with me. You can comment, or you can email me. or you can set up a consultation. But I just pray that you all have a great weekend. And you never know, sometimes I pop in on Fridays, especially if I have a word. But I just want you all to be encouraged and just know that we can make it. It's not no I, but as an intercessor, it's we. And we gonna make it. We can make it. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Again, make sure that you hit like and subscribe so you can get the notifications when I'm coming on live. Have a great day.